Stop, you're making it worse. If you sit at a desk all day and your neck constantly feels tight, here's what's actually happening. It's your rib cage. And if you don't fix it, that neck tension turns into shoulder impingement, then rotator cuff issues, and now you're out of the gym and stuck in physical therapy for months. And I can prove it to you in 10 seconds, right now, while you're sitting there. If you fail this test, that neck tension is just the first red flag. And your pressing mechanics are next. I'll walk you through the test, then show you 3 biomechanical fixes that actually work. No stretches, no rehab, just movement that makes sense. Here's the test. Sit tall, arms in front of you, elbows at 90 degrees. Now do this with me. Slowly reach your arms overhead as far as you can without arching your back. Watch what happens. Do your ribs start to lift? Do your shoulders shrug? Does your neck shoot forward? If you see any of those red flags, you failed. And you're not alone. About 80% of desk workers fail this test on the first try. And you probably felt that tension creeping up into your traps the second your arms start to move. This isn't just a posture issue. It's a mechanics issue, and it's why your overhead press has been stuck at the same weight for months, while your neck gets tighter every single session. If you just failed that test, keep watching. The fixes are coming. But if you passed, drop pass in the comments right now, and I'll tell you the next test to run. Because if your ribs are good, but your press still hurts, we need to look at your thoracic spine. If you're watching this at your desk right now, I can guarantee your ribs are locked down and back. Here's how to fix that in 90 seconds. First fix, rib cage position. And we're not stretching, we're breathing. Most desk posture collapses your ribs down and back. That shuts off your back ribs and forces your neck and traps to do all the work. But when your ribs are stacked, your shoulder blades can actually move. Your neck finally gets to relax, and suddenly that overhead press that's been grinding your traps feels smooth again. Start by exhaling completely, like you're fogging up a mirror. Feel your ribs drop down and in. Common mistake here, don't force the exhale or brace your abs. This isn't a crunch. Just let the air out naturally and feel your ribs settle. Then inhale through your nose into the sides and backs of your ribs. No chest lift, no neck tension. You should feel your back ribs pushing into the ground, like you're trying to leave an imprint in the floor. Without lifting your chest toward the ceiling, do 3 to 5 slow breaths. About 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. Each one should get quieter, smoother, more grounded. Now, here's the moment of truth. Retest right now. Same overhead reach we did at the start. Did your ribs stay down this time? Did your neck stay out of it? If that worked for you, if your reach felt cleaner, drop "it worked" in the comments. I want to see how many of you guys fixed this in under 2 minutes. All right, now that your ribs can move, let's make sure your desk isn't locking them back down every single day. Here's what most people miss. Your screen height doesn't just affect your neck. It controls your entire rib cage position. When your screen's too low, your head drops forward, your ribs collapse, and your scapula can't upwardly rotate. Now, every time you reach overhead, whether it's at the gym or grabbing something off a shelf, your neck has to pick up the slack. Let's fix it. I'll show you 3 adjustments and we'll test if it actually worked. Step 1, screen height needs to be eye level. Not the middle, the top. The top edge should hit right at your eyebrows when you're sitting tall. If you're on a laptop, stack it on books, a riser, or even a shoebox, whatever you have. Step 2, screen distance at arm's length. Reach straight out. Your fingertips should barely touch the screen. Too close and you'll lean back. Too far and you'll crane forward. Step 3, slight upward tilt. Tilt the screen slightly up so you're looking down at it, not straight ahead or all the way down. This keeps your neck neutral and ribs stacked. Look at the difference. Ribs stacked, neck neutral, traps relaxed. This is the position your body wants to live in. Now, here's the real question. Are you watching this at your desk right now? If yes, drop guilty in the comments. Let's see how many of you are literally living this problem while watching the fix. All right, if you just adjusted your screen, here's how you know it worked. Sit tall, place your hands on your low rib. Now inhale through your nose slowly. Can you feel your ribs expand to the sides and back, like you're trying to leave an imprint in the chair? If your ribs can move, you nailed it. Your desk is now supporting your mechanics instead of sabotaging them. And here's the payoff. Next time you press overhead, your neck won't have to do the job your ribs were supposed to handle. Let's lock that in with one simple technique. Now that your rib cage can move and your desk isn't fighting you, let's bring it into the gym, because if your press still hurts, it's not your shoulders. When your ribs flare during pressing, your scapula can't upwardly rotate. Instead of stacking the load, your traps take over. Here's why we're doing it in this order. Each step removes one layer of stability, forcing your core to control your ribs instead of letting your neck compensate. Step 1, half kneeling landmine press. Your hips are anchored, your ribs stay stacked, and the press arc follows a natural scapular path. Common mistake, letting your front hip shift forward as you press. Keep your hips stacked over your back knee. If your hips move, your ribs will follow. Step 2, tall kneeling or Z press. This removes your base support and forces your core to stabilize your ribs while you press overhead. Common mistake, arching your lower back to get the weight up. If you feel your back arching, the weight's too heavy. Drop it down and focus on keeping your ribs pulled down as you press. Step 3, standing overhead press. But this time, keep your ribs stacked. Exhale as you press so your core stays engaged and your neck doesn't take over. All right, grab something overhead right now. A water bottle, a backpack, whatever. Press it up slowly. Can you feel your ribs stay stacked? Or is your neck still trying to take over? If your neck is quiet, you nailed it. If it's still pulling, go back to fix number 1 and spend more time there. Drop a comment right now. Type 1 if the landmine press fixed it. Type 2 if you needed the tall kneeling drill. Type 3 if you had to go all the way to standing press. I'm tracking which one works for most people, so let's see where you land. Here's what just happened. You found the real cause of your neck tension, a rib cage that couldn't move. You reset it with breathing, you stopped collapsing it at your desk, and you rebuilt your press around it. If you want more of this, real mechanical fixes, not just stretches and rehab drills, hit subscribe. This Friday, I'm answering your neck and trap pain questions rapid fire. And if you miss it, you might miss your fix. If you don't subscribe, you're gonna miss the video. Now, if you've ever felt shoulder pain during bench press or push-ups, watch this video next. It's the same system, 1 test, 3 mechanical fixes, but for your shoulder. Most people think it's their rotator cuff, it's not. I'll show you what it actually is.